Welcome to TYT Sports, everybody, live from New York City at the YouTube space. I'm joined with TYT Politics' own Emma Vigeland. Did I get it right?
You did get it right.
Yes! That's a win! So I've been co-hostless. I've been missing Francis, so I just found Emma.
Yeah, I look exactly like him, so I don't know if you guys can tell the difference.
Both blonde hair.
Yeah.
So obviously you have a thick Scottish accent.
Yeah, and a pocket square.
And always a constant pocket square.
Right, of course.
So Emma got invited onto the show for one specific reason. She's a New York Giants fan. I don't invite anybody on the show unless they follow my sports teams, of course. False.
You're a petty man.
Extremely. That's not actually how it happened. Emma actually reached out to us because she's a big sports fan, and if you've seen her over at TYT Politics, especially the Facebook page, please go check it out. It's absolutely worth seeing. That channel is growing. Give them a subscription. It goes a long way. We're all one big family at the TYT network anyway. And if you don't want us to say that and you're just here for sports, then just ignore everything I just said and enjoy this clip about the New York Football Giants. So Giants are 7-3. We just held on against the Chicago Bears. I have a loaded question for you. Can we win the Super Bowl?
No.
Oh,
look.
Where's the faith?
Look, I think I think we're building something here. Look, the defense is sneakily a top 7 defense.
Yeah, that's a very good ranking, yeah.
Yeah, like the secondary is unreal. Landon Collins is one of the NFC's best defensive players this year.
Absolutely.
And the pass rush is okay at this point. JPP kind of looks like he's getting back into his regular form. Yeah.
Or what is it like? It's
something like this. It's like a half. Yeah.
Boy Scouts honor.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So I mean, Olivier Vernon's doing all right. He's pretty good against the run, I would say. And then we have Odell Beckham, who's with his antics, he's still doing pretty well. He had a kind of a quiet game on Sunday, but Sterling Shepard is emerging as a great rookie when he doesn't mess up on his routes. So I think we have a lot of pieces in place, but the run game is atrocious, and I think Shane Vereen's loss has just kind of decimated the offense and the scheme that they had in mind.
I made a great bet with our boss, Jenk, in the beginning of the season because I was so confident that Shane Vereen and Ben McAdoo's offense would be such a devastating pass-catching back, as he was with the Patriots, that I said that Shane Vereen would have more receptions than Denarius Thomas on the season. And then Jenk said, there's no way that's going to happen. Like, I'll give you 15 receptions. And up until, like, week 3, it was looking pretty good. And once this offense got rolling on this win streak, all those times where Eli has to dump it to Rashad Jennings, that he's back and looks great on those 4th and 2s where we needed him against the Bears. Oh, it's such a big loss because Shane Vereen, I thought, could have been like that last nail in the coffin for any opposing defense. It gives us somebody underneath. It gives us a deep threat, of course, an Odell Beckham Jr., or just to hit him 15 yards out and let him do his thing. You're right about all that. Landon Collins, finally the pregame caught up and said, this guy's looking at an all-pro season. No shit. He's got 5 interceptions. He's also had the game-winning interception, which was fitting. He's hunting the ball down in the secondary.
What safety in the NFC is playing better than Landon Collins?
I will always throw out the names of anybody on the Seahawks, of Earl Thomas.
Yeah.
Even Richard Sherman, who I know is not everyone's favorite right now, and Cam Chancellor when he's back. Always, just because they've proven year after year that they can dominate. But save for that, Janoris Jenkins has been great in coverage.
Yeah.
Our own Janoris Jenkins, minus the muff punt on Sunday, man. It was almost a perfect game.
Hurts.
But the point is, with the Giants, is that scares me, is that, yes, they've won 5 straight. They're 6-1 in games where the final score has been within 6 points. They have a +4 point differential. So they're not blowing out teams, and they're not really closing out games down the stretch, but we're winning in a lot of situations where I can say Coughlin at his worst would probably not have won. But what do you call him, the McAdude?
The McAdude. I mean, and my stepbrother always calls him Big Balls Benny.
That's a great name for him, actually.
Pretty good, right?
Well, the thing I worried about with McAdoo coming into the Giants in the first place as their head coach was this guy had Aaron Rodgers. In an Aaron Rodgers system, in a McAdoo system for the Packers, you had a lethally accurate quarterback with a cannon for an arm who can move. So I'm thinking, that's not going to translate to the Giants. And all of a sudden, though, when it works and it clicks, like Sterling Shepard's touchdown against the Bears, you're like, we look like a Super Bowl winning team.
You say that.
We can. I know, it's blind faith because there's still other teams in the NFC that I believe if we played a Seahawks in the playoffs, it could be bad.
Yeah.
We could get crushed.
Yeah. Well, and I'm also worried about the offensive line. I left that out in the beginning.
Always.
But yeah. But when we won, in 2008, 2007, 2008, the offensive line was the best in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Who has the best offensive line in the NFL?
The Dallas Cowboys.
Right, and has for years at this point, like 2 or 3 years, they've had consistently the best offensive line in the NFL. You're talking about the Seahawks. I don't know if we could get past the Cowboys, which hurts my whole body to say.
I know.
Right?
So you're a true Giants fan, which is funny because, like, that's how I know when they say, like, the Cowboys.
Ugh.
I give them a lot of credit, but I've always given them credit. Every time I talked, like, well about Tony Romo or Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, Des Bryant, who I've always loved in the NFL.
Right.
I've always loved Des. I always say, like, I can't believe I have to say this. It goes against every fiber in my body. But they're the best team in football right now, save for maybe the Patriots.
Right. And the Patriots looked beatable the other day.
They do.
Yeah, they do look beatable. And, did you know that Tom Brady's back? I don't know if JR told you.
J.R. Jackson is on a vendetta. When I was describing the last week's NFL clips, I put anti-Tom Brady advocate,
Right.
J.R. Jackson. Made sure the world knew.
Yeah, just so everyone knows. I mean, Tom Brady, I don't get the hate because I do think that he, in many respects, is a classy guy. But when you win that often, you can hate on them. But the Giants, we don't really have a grudge because we were able to beat them twice.
Look, I went to school in New England. I watched the Giants win the Super Bowl in a school in New England with only Patriots fans wearing all the way back to their Brewski jerseys. So they don't like me. They hate the Giants. And I sit there and go, I have nothing but respect for the New England Patriots. I wish we had Bill Belichick as a head coach.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Well, the Giants benefited from Belichick back in the 90s.
Of course.
I think his defensive playbook is in the Hall of Fame for what he did with the Giants. He has done nothing but benefit us. He lost us those 2 games, and he helped us back when we needed it. I wasn't even alive then, but
back in 1991, yeah, of course. In 1987, I wasn't alive either. So if it makes you feel better.
Yeah. So we both missed that first one. So yeah, I mean, Belichick, keep playing keep doing what you're doing. It's only working for the Giants. So.
For sure. So going forward, the Giants, it's like, and you hear this term all the time in mainstream sports, all the time. The Giants are in control of their own destiny. Yes, they're actually right in this case because they played at the Browns, the tremendous want to play Alabama, like the college Alabama in football Browns. So they're 0-11. I hate the fact that they're going to Cleveland. I don't like that they're 0-11 because it scares me the fact that like this could be the game the Browns win.
It would be such a Giants thing.
Absolutely. It would be.
Yeah.
And then Thanksgiving Day, the Redskins and the Cowboys play each other, which you should be seeing this clip around that time. So happy Thanksgiving to those in America. So they play each other, and if the Redskins were to win, we get the Cowboys regardless a week later with a chance, I would think, to control the division ourselves. So a lot could happen down the stretch, or the Giants could totally muff it against the Browns, lose to the Cowboys, be 7-5, staring not at a wild card.
Right.
So I think it's one of those situations where winning close games is extremely important that we haven't been able to do recently. I mean, like last year, the year before, Coughlin's era, past the 2011 Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So that's a big plus going forward. And if we can keep that up and we can get pressure, I would really hope that we can make a surprise and get to the NFC Championship game. Can we win the Super Bowl? I don't think we can. I think the Seahawks and the Cowboys are too good. But I would love an NFC Championship game.
Right. And what I think the difference is I don't even know if Ben McAdoo is like the best offensive play caller. I don't know if he has like these creative schemes that you see out of Belichick or even now Jack Del Rio, who I love, or Pete Carroll or whatever. But what he does have is he's Benny Big Balls. He does have actual guts, and he just no question goes for it on 4th and 2.
Leaves the offense on the field.
I love that because then it changes the defense's entire mentality when they're facing you on a 3rd down because they may go for it if you're past the 50 or whatever.
Look, we've been preaching for years. If you're in plus territory or even near it, your own 45-yard line, as Ben Mank always said, you punt it, it's a turnover. If it's 4th and 3 and you can't get those and you're going to punt it into the end zone so it's a net 30-yard loss, just go for it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Look how it's been paying off. As you mentioned with Jack Del Rio and Ben McAdoo twice on 4th and 2. Didn't even hesitate.
It's lovely. It's a breath of fresh air.
Which very much of John Fox to not call a timeout in any of those situations. It was so John Fox to sit there and go, Oh, they're leaving the offense on the field. I'm totally prepared for this.
When's he getting fired?
Maybe, I don't know. Who do you think goes first, Fox or Cutler? Or is it a package deal and they're both out the door?
Yeah. I think that it's probably a package deal, and then they take a quarterback in 2017. Because, well, this is an entirely different clip, but they should actually be good. They have all the pieces, all that defense looks like.
Alshon Jeffrey suspended was not a good thing for him. Still, we almost made Jay Cutler look good, at least in the first half. But of course, Jay Cutler, no.
Trump supporter Jay Cutler.
Really, Trump supporter Jay Cutler?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
TYT politics.
All those buildings are gonna say Cutler in the future. All right, comment below, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, favorite, subscribe to the channel. It goes a long way. At where on Twitter?
At Emma Vigeland.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's easy.
It's
cool.
really easy.
At Emma Vigeland on Twitter. She's also over on TYT Politics, especially on the Facebook page. So check that out. You know where we are. We'll see you next time.